hype around 4 returners in the secondary. Do you enjoy that? Does that put pressure on you guys? How do you look at that?
It's definitely something to enjoy, Just knowing that we got to come out there, prove that we can go out there and ball, be the best secondary in the country. I think that's what all of us are trying to do.
How about watching your brother get in that camp skirmish? Did you like seeing that, or?
I mean, you don't think too much of it. He out there to play football, trying to get better and get out there on the field. So I texted him about it. He was like, it was really nothing. So I didn't think too much of it.
Is there more pressure on you and Brandon because you don't have Kyle and Anton around? There are other guys they could put in, and now you don't really have that.
I wouldn't say pressure. Both of us are ready for the challenge. We had a challenge last year, was not knowing that we was going to play as much as we did. And, I think both of us are just excited for the opportunity, knowing that, we're the guys now. Coach Foster and Coach Gray, when making plays in the secondary along with Bonner and Kyle, they're going to be looking at us now.
There are some true freshmen who are in the running for spots on the 2 deep this year. How hard a challenge was that? How big an adjustment was that for you guys last year?
It's definitely big, just the mental aspect of the game, being able to learn everything, knowing your assignments, your alignments and things like that, but also being able to play full speed, knowing that you got to think about all that stuff. It's definitely big, but, it's definitely something, if you work at it and work hard, you can do.
Where do you need to get better?
Just being more fundamentally sound. I think last year, at times, I would get too lazy and give up a play, things like that. Coach Foster and Coach Gray, they always talk about how, if you get laxed up one play, you can't see the game. So just being tuned in every single play, trying not to give up any plays.
I'm thinking back to the Sun Bowl. I feel like you had a great year, and I feel like the Sun Bowl was maybe, and you can correct me, was probably your worst game of the year. Would you agree with that?
I wouldn't.
Not worst game?
I wouldn't say worst game.
It wasn't your best game.
As a defense, I would just say, it wasn't our best game. People may say it's your worst game just because I may not have made plays that I made earlier in the year, but as a defense, I think we just weren't tuned in and things like that. It's kind of put a bad taste in our mouth and making us hungry for this year. So.